Back at it again with another live stream, y'all. Too easy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, 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 yes. Oh man, this game, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. You already know. I couldn't wait. Chiefs are next, man. What's up, YouTube? What a great picture here. DGP back in with another episode of Patriot Keys. And yes, in this video, we are here to discuss where's the highlights at. I ain't doing no highlights on the playoffs, man. Just because I want to be solely focused on watching the game. What's up, Izzy? How you doing, bro? I want to be kind of solely focused on watching the games and everything, man. Want to make sure that I can see it all and kind of enjoy myself. You feel me? Regular season, I can kind of watch it and still do highlights at the same time. This time, I get a little bit more emotional with the playoffs come around, and if need be, I throw up a video of me reacting because today I was cool. But if you go look at my channel last year with the Jaguars when we played them, man, boy oh boy, I was emotionally invested into y'all. But yeah, what's up, YouTube? We on to Kansas City, y'all, man. Unbelievable win, man. Unbelievable victory. 60 minutes. Yeah, we didn't even play a full 60 minutes today. I said we played. How much we played? I said we probably played about 45 minutes, 48 minutes. I feel like the last part of the fourth quarter, we kind of tailored off. We're just ready to get out of there. Didn't want to get any injuries. Thankfully, knock on wood, we didn't have any injuries that would deter us for the rest of the season. Outside Deatrick Wise, who didn't play today, but, the game plan today was magnificent, man. Belichick him and Flores devised this great scheme on defense. McDaniels devised a great scheme on offense, and Brady ran it to perfection, man. It was a beautiful game. This is probably one of the, I say this could be the best game we played all year, just complete. James White, 15 catches, breaks his own record. Sony Michel, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, getting into the end zone. Rex Burkhead, he even got in the end zone. And then people are going to say, yeah, so tomorrow people are going to say the Chargers played bad, that Belichick did this, Belichick did that, Brady did nothing. No. Brady did exactly what he had to do. His game plan was put in by McDaniels, and he made the right reads, made the right play. Saying if you got a guy wide open, he can get out the backfield. A guy like James White, why not give it to him? And so, people are going to say it's all Belichick. And again, I'm not going to take away from Belichick because he played a phenomenal game plan. And I'm not going to say it was all Brady because it wasn't all Brady. McDaniels had a phenomenal game plan. But if we're going to give an MVP to anybody, MVP has to go to the offensive line / Rob Gronkowski. Those guys who were blocking for us. Gronk inside, man, helping Sonny Michel get out there, man. Trent Brown played excellent against Joey Bosa. Shaq Mason was in there doing his thing. Andrews, besides that one penalty, he was doing his thing. Again, Julian Edelman, again, everybody was doing their part. And again, as I've said before, that because Gronkowski doesn't catch the pass, it doesn't mean he's not affecting the game. His run blocking, as you've seen, was massive. And again, don't be scared. You're going to get some trolls in here. You're going to see people talk about check down Brady. Brady didn't do nothing. It's all Belichick, man. But, his run blocking was phenomenal. Exactly. And I think what it is people, look at fantasy football and they see he don't put up stats and run blocking, so it's not there. But his blocking was key. Trent Brown, all them boys was key. Julian Edelman looked like an old Julian Edelman, man. Going to second of all time in playoff receptions. Coming up big, coming up clutch, man. Beat Reggie Wayne now behind Jerry Rice, which do I think he'll catch him? Most likely not. He's like, I think, 50 catches short from Jerry Rice, and I don't see him getting 50 catches in his career in the playoffs. But, again, Sonny Michel, this kind of remind me of a little bit like the Colts game where LeGarrette Blount had about 4 touchdowns, and, Brady did the right reads. When he had to convert on third down, we did. And, when we get down to the goal line or got, close to that 20, 30-yard line, Sonny Michel did his thing, man. And he just played like a monster, balled out really well, man. And I just can't say enough about this team today, man. This team was absolutely phenomenal, man. This is the team. This is the team that I say can win the Super Bowl. Not the teams that we've been seeing earlier sometimes this week. And this is what's frustrating about most Patriot fans. because we expect perfection. At least I expect perfection. I expect perfection on every play. And when I see games like this, I'm like, yo, how come we can't call this game plan all the time? Guys getting there on defense. And Belichick, hey man, he said we're not getting pressure with just four guys. We're not going to sit back in zone and have him dot him up. We have an all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore, Jason McCourty, who's technically sound, speed sometimes killing, J.C. Jackson, who's come alive. He just says bump it. We're going to send six guys. We're going to cover zero and just hope that, we can get there in time. And Phillip Rivers was on the ground the whole time. Now, was there some plays that they should have potentially called roughing the passer? Yeah, it was. Some people were saying that they weren't getting any breaks at all, that the refs were, cheating from them. But I don't think you lose by, and the score says you lost by 13, but you really lost by like 28-30 because we kind of just stopped after like midway through the third quarter. We kind of pretty much stopped. But And also, if you want to be honest, Stephon Gilmore played a great outside that one play early on the first quarter where he gave it that touchdown on a miscommunication or he bit on the route. I don't know what he did, but outside that, Stephon Gilmore played excellent. Like, it was a great game for Stephon Gilmore. Great game for this team. Great win, just overall. So let's get into the stats real quick. And I'm gonna kind of look at it, but the stats are kind of mistelling a little bit. Brady 34-44, 343 yards and a touchdown. Man, he was just making plays after plays, converting on third down like it wasn't nothing, man. Again, just moving the chains, holding the clock. The first drive, we held the ball for half the quarter. We decided to receive. We won the coin toss. Decided to receive, which is unlikely for us to do that, especially unlikely for us to do it at all. And the fact that we took up 7 minutes of the first quarter. You see that, Quest? It's from his Chargers to his Chiefs. The next thing is going to be his Saints or his Eagles or his Rams, whoever goes in the NFC if we beat the Chiefs. But I just can't say enough about that first drive. That first drive was perfect. I think we converted about four third downs, and it was just boom, 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 boom. James White catching out of the backfield. Sonny Michel running the football. Julian Edelman getting open, and it was just so beautiful. It took up half the quarter. I think the time of possession difference for pretty much the first half was like 60% Patriots or 75% Patriots, 25% Chargers. We got them off the field when we needed to. And again, this team just played phenomenal. I can't say much about this team and their play today. So again, Brady played phenomenal, played excellent. Only pass I saved that was questionable was he had like a wobbly pass. He was getting pressure and just threw a duck. It wasn't, he threw it in the end zone. Wasn't nobody around. Wasn't, a chance for it to get interception, but it was just a quack duck. And then he had one pass that got tipped at the line of scrimmage, but that was just a hell of a play from Melvin Ingram, and you just can't get mad at that. So Tom Brady, I'm gonna have to give him an A- for this performance, man. He played pretty well. Running backs get an A+, man. They get an A+. Don't need to say more. You already know if you watched the game. Sonny Michel balled out. James White balled out, 15 catches. Setting the record, tying the record, I should say, for most receptions in a playoff game, tying with Darren Sproles and beating his own record in the Super Bowl. And you know how crucial he was with that. Sonny Michel, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rex Burkhead, he even got into the end zone. So this team, this running back core, they're coming together. Wide receivers, I'm going to have to give them a B+ as well. Chris Hogan and Brady was not in sync on one play. I think Brady threw it behind him. I don't know if he thought that Hogan was going to do an out route when he did an in route or whatever. But him and Julian Edelman was all over the place, man. They were in sync, in tune the whole time. Edelman actually sets a career high for receiving yards in the postseason. Can't ask enough about him, man. So B+ for the wide receivers, and for the tight ends, you're going to give them a B as well, just because they're not using they're kind of a level of the offensive line, but you still want them to catch passes. Gronk caught a pass. It was good seeing like the old Gronk, him catching it, getting about an extra 8 to 10 yards on the play. Just going through the tackles. Dwayne Allen, when he came in there, he did pretty well. He had a good game as well. Offensive line, A+. I don't think Brady got sacked at all today. There wasn't really many negative plays, but the offensive line gets an A+, man. They were the real MVPs for today's game, man. I got to give them an A+ for that. Defensive line, they get a B+ as well. Trey Flowers balled out. He had that roughing the passer call, which you can argue saying he hit him low, but he really hit him in the thigh. It's one of those, he was getting blocked into it too. It's one of those things where it's kind of ticky-tacky. It is what it is, but Trey Flowers balled out, man. Adam Butler was getting back there like 2-3 times, making those splash plays that we know he can make, and it was just phenomenal for us to see that. So the defensive line gets a B plus. Calvin Noy making a couple plays. Dante Hightower, who couldn't catch it to Phillip Rivers, looked really good. I think he went down with a minor injury, but he came back. So we're going to give Dante Hightower, the linebacker core, all those guys. We're going to give them an A minus as well. They played well, and the secondary. Secondary gets an A plus, man. They get they get an A, because that whole play with Stephon Gilmore was just messed up. They get an A. It was a couple throws too. Mike Williams caught the pass. It was a perfect throw by Phillip Rivers. Mike Williams was able to grab it on that 3rd and 15 from Jason McCourty, where we was able to force delay game because of the crowd and everything. But some of those catches Mike Williams made, I just couldn't believe it. That's just great coverage, great throw. But the secondary gets an A, man. Jason McCourty played well. Devin McCourty played well, man. Stephon Gilmore, you already know, all-pro corner. He gave it that touchdown, but if you want to say he made it up with, the catch with the made it up with at the end of the game. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go turn on the Saints game right now, so I could have that in the background. You won't be able to hear it, but oh snap, Eagles are up by 7. Wow, I said this wasn't be an easy game for the Saints. But back to this game, man. Secondary played well. Kicking game, Gostkowski A plus, man. Punter A plus. Ryan Allen did a good job. Special teams, we even got the fumble. McClellan was able to recover that. So this game was just phenomenal, man, on all parts. This was a complete game, and I literally just can't believe the and you said it best, domination in all 3 phases of the game. They even hired a kicker to just kick field goals because they were so scared of Cordell Patterson. When we first started off, they kicked it right to Devlin. It was going to go out of bounds, and it hit him right in the body. We ended up having to take it over the 20-yard line, but it could have been a blessing in disguise because it made us take up more time. So this team is playing phenomenal. As you see, the GOAT right there, Tom Brady, and we're ready for the Chiefs, man. I probably will do a review on what I think we should do to beat the Chiefs, because it's the AFC Championship, and when the playoff time comes, man, I'm a different animal. I like to get these videos out and popping, get some more stuff out. But yeah, man, this is gonna be it. Playoff football is still on. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the Eagles Saints. Great win, Patriots. Great win, and I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. So y'all have a good day, man. It's nothing else to say. Yeah, Phillip Rivers was complaining all game, but man, catch you next time, y'all. Peace.